1970 Cadillac El Dorado, valued at $19,668. Classic Cadillacs are synonymous with elegance and luxury. The car had been abandoned since the 1980s, buried under layers of dirt and debris. In fact, accessing it was such a challenge. The El Dorado originally belonged to the current owner's father and boasted a monstrous 8.2-liter V8 engine capable of producing 400 horsepower. But decades of neglect had left it in a sorry state, covered in grime and animal droppings. After taking it back to his shop, Dane meticulously cleaned and restored the vehicle, transforming its dull exterior into a gleaming white paint job that looked almost brand new. 1978 Chevrolet Corvette, average value $25,315. The C3 Corvette, especially post-1975 models, often flies under the radar with collectors due to its underwhelming power, a casualty of the emissions regulations of the Malaise era. But WD Detailing discovered a rare gem, a 1978 Corvette with only 1,599 miles on the odometer, stored in a garage for over 40 years. The car's owner had purchased it as an investment, leaving it to collect dust over the decades. While dirt and minor rust issues had accumulated, like a seized hood cable, the vehicle remained in remarkable condition overall. After a thorough cleaning by WD Detailing, the Corvette emerged looking almost factory fresh, proving its timeless appeal. 1972 Ford Capri, valued at $31,566. For European car enthusiasts, the Ford Capri was as close to a Mustang as you could get. Launched in 1969, the Capri received a facelift in 1972, gaining larger taillights, improved suspension, and a more comfortable interior with updated seating. Johnny from the Late Break Show stumbled upon a long-forgotten 1972 Capri hidden in a garage on a quiet London backstreet. Owned by the current owner's godmother, the car had been parked there since the early 1980s, untouched and buried under layers of dust, with 5 mattresses stacked on its roof. Yet this dusty relic remains a testament to the golden era of Ford's European muscle cars. 1990 Chevrolet Corvette C4 ZR1, valued at $35,789. Discovering a Corvette is always thrilling, but finding a rare edition like the C4 ZR1 is even better, especially in England. That's exactly what Johnny Smith of the Late Break Show uncovered. Although technically not a barn find, as the car was sitting in a field, its decades-long exposure to dirt and grime earned it a spot on this list. The Corvette belonged to a British collector passionate about American cars, who had owned several Corvettes in his lifetime. Eventually, he sold the ZR1 to a group of young enthusiasts eager to restore it to its former glory. This unique find is undoubtedly one of the coolest European barn discoveries, proving that even fields can hold automotive treasures. 1969 Dodge Coronet RT, $60,000. Among Mopar legends, this car stands out as part of an impressive collection. YouTube channel Auto Archaeology showcases this 1969 Dodge Coronet RT as the starting point of a tour through a friend's incredible car collection. The vehicle reveals traces of its original black paint, though large areas of exposed metal indicate its wear over time. Beneath the hood lies a 440 engine paired with a 4-speed transmission. While many cars in this collection are in dire need of restoration, they offer undeniable potential. From an A12 Roadrunner, Dodge Charger, Pontiac GTO, and Hemi Cuda, there's something for every classic car enthusiast. 1967 Ford Mustang, $67,177, purchased for just $2,500 by the YouTube channel No Nonsense No How. This rare 1967 Ford Mustang 289 had been sitting idle since its last inspection in 1986. Tucked away in a garage for decades, it remained out of sight for most of its life. Under the hood is a 289 engine, producing 200 horsepower, coupled with a 3-speed manual gearbox. Though covered in rust, the car still had a pack of Benson and Hedges cigarettes tucked under the sun visor. Upon inspection, the 79,000-mile odometer suggests this car had its fair share of road trips earlier in its life. 1995 Acura NSX, $78,000. Honda's legendary JDM sports car, the 1995 Acura NSX, was discovered abandoned in the woods by WD Detailing. Located near Traverse City, Michigan, the car was heavily weathered with rusted brake rotors and an overall neglected state. Its current owner, Bill, had purchased it 2 years ago as the cheapest NSX available in the US. This model was believed to house a swapped 3.2-liter V6 engine with a manual transmission, as this engine type wasn't introduced until 1997. During restoration, mice were found living in the car, with one jumping out during pressure washing. Despite its initial condition, the detailing team's work transformed it into a show-worthy masterpiece. 1969 Ford Mustang, $97,000. Featured by Mitch from the YouTube channel Detail Geek, this 1969 Ford Mustang had been hidden in a barn for 20 years. In desperate need of cosmetic and mechanical restoration, Mitch carefully winched it out and transported it to his studio. The car was covered in bird droppings and grime, leaving the paint in poor condition. Initial impressions of the interior were positive until rat poison was discovered. After an extensive detailing process, the car's transformation was remarkable and worth watching. 1969 Dodge Charger RT, $106,000. This 1969 Dodge Charger RT, finished in striking F5 medium green poly paint with a vinyl roof, had been stored away for 30 years before being listed on Facebook Marketplace. As highlighted by Auto Archaeology, the car's powerful 440 V8 engine, a post-purchase wash revealed the Charger's potential, with layers of grime and dirt removed to expose its beauty. The transformation showcased its timeless appeal, making it a true gem among barn finds. 1968 Dodge Charger RT 440, $112,000. Unearthed by Mopar's 5150, this 1968 Dodge Charger RT 440 was discovered via Facebook Marketplace. The journey to locate this rare car spanned Northern California, Oregon, and Washington, ending just 20 miles from the Canadian border. The vehicle boasts a 440 engine and 4-speed transmission. Having been stored since 1985, it required a comprehensive restoration to recapture its former glory. Its rarity and exceptional condition made it a highlight of the Mopar collection. 1967 Shelby GT500, $207,303. One of the rarest finds, this 1967 Shelby GT500 was uncovered in an Oklahoma barn by Nate's Classic Cars. Stored since the 1980s following the removal of its engine, this model was finished in Acapulco Blue, a color available for just 6 months. As one of only 126 GT500s with AC in 1967, this car's rarity is undeniable. Despite being dusty and dirty, it retained its full original body. If it were to hit the auction block, it would undoubtedly rank among the year's most expensive barn finds.